Okay.
All right. So it is live on that link that I sent you.
Okay.
And it's called Dcyde Test.
Okay.
And it's on my YouTube and it's on Guitar Talk Universe as well.
Yeah, I've got 2 phones, so I could always hop over with this phone too.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll hang up and wait for you guys to appear.
Okay.
Alrighty?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Janice. We're just trying to do a test to, hey, Rosie, help Dcyde get his, he bought some new gear today and it's fixing certain things and we just got to get it set up properly for him. So this is just an impromptu, you know, pushing buttons and see what happens kind of thing. So there will be some playing, but there's going to be a lot of talk too. So we will see what we will see. Sounds like my dog's coming to check me out. So how's everybody doing tonight? Do my Paul Stanley. There we go. I don't know why they haven't appeared yet. It shouldn't be this difficult. Why don't I play something just to have something going on for your ears? Hey, there's Nora. And I'll just keep an eye on chat and stuff, and hopefully they'll appear soon. I'm waiting for them to follow the link into here so we can test the stuff. Hey, Coffee Life. Just to try it from the other way around to see if I can control the settings as the host and see if we can get his levels and his settings figured out for him. So I did send Ted the link, and obviously you guys have found me. Hey, Bean. Yeah, exactly, right? Because I know he can play. I want other people to be able to hear that he can play. Hey, Teddy. We have a little audience here. People have found their way here.
Oh yeah, there we go.
The link blocked?
Yeah, it blocked me. It's weird.
It blocked you?
It blocked me. Yeah, I'm a mod on Queens. I thought on his
Yeah.
side. It blocked me.
And I'm pretty sure you got a wrench on mine too. If not, we'll sort that out.
Yeah, it blocked it.
There he is.
Hey,
Hey, there you go. All right, now your voice sounds really nice and clear. I'll say it in
Good.
English. How's that?
English is good. I like English.
I don't always manage it.
We could speak Russian too if you want.
Vodka товарищ немножко Russian.
Очень приятно познакомиться.
Yeah. Super
Yeah, really
привет. I've watched enough dash cam
yeah.
videos.
Очень
Привет.
хорошо есть. Да.
Spanish.
Моя писа очень хорошо.
Is that your heritage?
No, my wife's Russian.
Oh, okay.
Yo hablo
So it's good.
español.
Okay, I'm with you.
Anyway, so voice sounds good,
Yep.
and that's not me. I haven't touched any settings.
No, that was Ted. I don't know how he managed that. That was good.
Yeah, no, right?
Voice sounds good because echo cancellation is on.
Okay. Now my echo cancellation is not on.
And you sound amazing.
Right. So turn your echo cancellation off and let's see what happens.
How about now?
Oh, there you go. Instant echo. All right, let me go to my settings view here and let's have a look. All right, I'm gonna. Okay. Instant echo. Okay. All right. So, on your settings on your Gigcaster, what channels are you using, and which of your, you know how each channel's got a red and a green light underneath it?
Yes.
What channels are you using, and what are they doing?
Channel 1 is guitar.
Mm-hmm.
It's active.
Yep.
It's got the green headphones. Channel
Right.
2 is my condenser mic.
Okay.
Same deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have the USB, which is my computer. So
Right.
that's how I'm hearing you.
Okay.
And then I can take this one off because I'm not using Bluetooth.
Right. So I think what may be going on here is you're getting a feedback loop through the USB channel.
Okay. This is the only way I've been able to get it to work. I've been having trouble.
Yeah. No, and see, because I must admit, because I'm using a bit of a weird setup where I've got the Gigcaster on the input, but I still use my Scarlett 2i2 as the output.
So with any other, I've used two different interfaces. I have a Scarlett. No, it's a Focusrite iTrack Solo. That's the one that was having big problems. I've tried my Scarlett Solo, and then I tried this Behringer UMC 2i2, and for some reason or another, I can only get those interfaces with the PC to work one way. For instance, either way, I can only get input or I can only get output, but I can't get until I bought this thing.
And the reason why I've set this up this way, it's sheer laziness from the point of view that I have my recording set up purely for the Scarlett.
Right.
So if I'm recording, I don't use the Boss because
same here. I bought this solely for streaming.
I haven't tried it yet. Do you know what I mean? So from that point of view, like I just go with what I know. So that's why I'm doing this weird thing where I've got the Boss on the input and the Scarlett on the output still.
And I guess, if I just plug it into my MacBook, I'm sure everything's good. But I got this fancy computer that I built up, and I want to use it for streaming because I don't use it.
See, and I'm running a MacBook.
Okay. Yeah, audio equipment just works great with Mac. Plug it in and it works.
There's none of this driver bullshit and that sort of thing. You just like I say, you plug it in and it just goes. So I mean, that could be a thing. What I probably need to do is dig out my owner's manual for the Gigcaster and see what it says about the USB channel and whether or not, because you've got no speakers running whatsoever, right? You are literally guitar into the Gigcaster, into the computer, to your headphones, right? That's it.
Correct.
And are the headphones coming from the Gigcaster or from your PC?
The Gigcaster.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, if you've got no active speakers in the room with you, you won't be getting feedback that way. I mean, dumb question. Do you have a YouTube window open as well as the StreamYard?
With volume off.
Yeah, it's muted. Okay.
That's how I got in.
Yeah,
and
I'm with you.
Able to monitor the chat that way. So.
Hey, Sarah. Yeah, weird. Okay. Let me do something.
Yeah, that's how I used to get echo, was with the YouTube window. But he has to have the window open, right? The YouTube window?
Well, no. I mean, you can be looking at the StreamYard one, but if the YouTube is playing and the speaker icon is on, you'll hear it.
That's what I'm thinking. If he closes that out just to process of elimination, because that's
I guess.
how.
Yeah. Do you want to just like X out of YouTube completely then?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. That's where my echoes have come from, having that window open.
They're usually much longer echoes, if you know what I mean, than what this to me sounds like. Like the echo cancellation loop thing. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to do a quick Google-ate on this. Hang on.
Because that was the most common way I had echoes, was having that window open.
You can hear that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, loud.
Okay, let me adjust the, now that I'm on yours, I'll adjust the level.
But then it dropped down, see?
Well, I dropped it down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to hurt your ears, Teddy. I got one for you, Steve.
Go on. Oh, thanks. Yeah. You know I can punt you, right?
Yeah. That's Dread Zeppelin.
No, Dread Zeppelin's fine. Like, don't get me wrong. I can do some Dread. What the hell did I do with my pick? You know, I mean, whichever one we go for. I'm happy with that. You know, or the I'm okay with the reggae ones. Don't get me wrong. All right. Okay, so
I
I'm
did
just reading.
so much recording, I just kind of, I don't know. I just got happy when the guitar worked, you know.
Yeah. But I mean, you're still getting that you're getting that underwater kind of swoosh to your tone.
That's probably because the
Echo cancellation's on, right? So we need to figure this out. Let me just do some reading here. Yeah, play now, even though there's echo. Okay, so bring your level back up, but it sounds better.
I turned it off, that's why.
There you go.
Sounds fine now, but
You know what? I think you're going to really want to hook up your Mac. Because everything I'm reading here is about driver conflicts. The wonderful world of PCs.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Which is bullshit. Well, we can still play. I mean, does my guitar echo? I mean, I have lots of echo on it anyway.
No.
That's fine. Yeah, so it's just purely the voice, right? So
Yeah.
So I mean, I can mute my mic as well. So yeah, I'm thinking it's the joys of PCs. Because the one thing we have seen with everything, whether it's Boss Gigcaster or the Rodecaster Pro, whatever it is, you change one setting somewhere, and the PC automatically shunts the output volume of the PC audio to like a third of what you set it to.
Yeah, I had to go in and like set this.
And it's like every time you turn the bloody thing on, you got to go in and check that setting.
Yeah, that's what
it's really weird. Yeah.
All right, so hereafter we'll have to. I'll just use my MacBook. But if you want to,
yeah, let's do something. You on that same track? Was that okay?
Let's pick something a little faster, maybe.
Okay, there you go. So you just got to tell me. Just got to tell me. That's all.
Let me turn my echo cancellation back off.
Like you want a classic metal thing or something?
Sure.
All right, let me see what I can find.
Now let me know if I need to.
Yeah. I'll gesticulate. You know.
So I might as well keep this settings window open.
Yeah, for now, because it's weird. It's the only weird thing with doing the backing tracks off of YouTube is because they're uploading more all the time. You think you know how to find one, and then it sort of disappears because it's been buried.
I have just like a playlist that I made full of backing tracks.
I know, and I'm just starting to do it because it's like we've been very much doing the whole thing of like, yeah, we've never played this before. But it's getting to the point where some people are actually like, hey, can you play that one? It's like, oh shit, if I can find it, yeah.
The Echo Masters.
The Echo Masters?
Yeah, it must be, like Steve says, like a driver conflict or something. Oh, there's John. Got John Deshane in the house.
Yep, and he's being a snob. He said hi and bye. I guess I didn't talk to him quick enough. Okay, 80s rock in E minor. Let's see how this sounds.
Jeff H is down in the chat too.
That's not very rock.
Yeah, Jeff is down there too.
I saw that. Yeah,
He's good at echoes too.
Echo.
Echo.
How long did it take you and Q to figure this out?
Q had trouble at first, and that was just because, I mean, in the same way that I was kind of trying to cheat, trying to cut corners by using the 2i2 and then using like a little 12-channel mixing desk, which did the connections you needed, but the quality wasn't there. Like there was always some issue with noise, either like transformer noise or whatever. And so, yeah, Q is having the same issues with that. So, I mean, this whole guitar community has been really helpful to a lot of people in just figuring out what the gear has been doing or whatever, and helping people get set up. So yeah, like I say, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I've had people help me. I'm more than willing to help you, kind of thing, because it's like
I appreciate it.
passing it on, right? So, what the hell? Come on. All right, Dark Streets, Hard Rock, and Evil. Let's see what this is. Here we go. Oh, there you go. Take it away. Oh, Mitch is here. Mitch knows PCs. Hey, I'm just going to stop it. So we get some suggestions. So echo cancellation off, stereo on.
Stereo on.
Yeah.
Okay.
See what that done do. Because that was weird. Because my guitar definitely had extra echo on it. That didn't sound like there was extra echo, which I've now got on my voice. Any further ideas, Midge?
Did the guitar sound fine?
Yeah, Mitch. Yeah, please do. I'll just throw the link in the chat. Here we go. Okay, Mitch does a lot of work with PCs, like he builds them from the ground up and all that sort of stuff, and is willing to come in and help. Here we are. everybody can click it. It's up to me whether I let you in. Yeah, Mitch, come on in. Where is you, Mitch?
Yeah, Mitch is the Echo can't killer here.
Well, I'd like to say he just knows PCs so incredibly well when it comes to this stuff. He's helped set a few people up.
You know, I've always just not used PCs because I've had problems with them with audio.
Yeah, because there's always those weird little conflicts that happen, you know. Because it's not enough just to say, oh, it's a Windows 10 machine or whatever. Yeah, who made the hard drive? Who made the the USB interface? It's like, oh my god, like
10 different manufacturers.
All these different manufacturers with all these different drivers, and you add one different thing to it, and the whole house of cards comes tumbling down.
Oh, that's okay. I'll just keep it for a video game.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I have a free MacBook Pro, so.
Well, and that's the thing. I had a PC that I used to run Reaper on, and it was, built specifically for that. And as soon as I tried to do anything else with it, it just stopped working. It's like, and this little MacBook Air, it's one of the early M1s.
Yeah, I have one of those for work.
Yeah, and it's like, it's been on for like 2 years.
Oh yeah, I haven't turned. No, I'm the same way. I haven't turned it off.
Yeah.
Maybe twice.
And I've had to reboot it. I think in those 2 years, I've had to reboot it 3 times. I think, and that was usually following power outages. I mean, I've certainly never had like the color wheel of death, if you know what I mean. Did Mitch get lost?
Well, I wouldn't be heartbroken if we didn't solve the problem tonight. As long as the guitar works, that's all I care about.
Well, yeah, I mean, compared to the other night, the difference, so the Gigcaster is fixing issues, so it's just a case of fine tuning it, and we'll go there. All right, should we carry on jamming then?
Sure.
All right. Was that track okay?
Yeah. Just so you know, I don't know all the music theory. I'm kind of a music illiterate. But.
Oh, okay. So most YouTube things, if they say they're like minor, it's natural minor. It's natural minor. They will tell you if it's Dorian or whatever kind of thing. So if they just say minor, it's natural minor. So
either way, I can find my way around most things.
Yep. And that's what this one is. So here we go. All right, carry on. Hey Mitch, just find us in YouTube, Guitar Talk Universe, and it's called Dcyde Test. It's live now. Try that one. Oh, sorry, I'm not paying attention.
Let's start all over again.
I can do. You want me to find a different one? What do you want?
Find a different one, yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
But that sort of vibe.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm up for anything.
You're right.
I'm up for trying new things.
Cool. Okay, E minor. We'll come to you in a second, Mitch. Okay. Well, I'm going to stop this. Okay, that's enough entertaining the peasants. Let's talk to Mitch.
Yeah, the playing sounds decent enough. It's just that we're getting your. Steve, I'm not getting echo myself, but Steve's getting an echo. That's odd.
No, he's turned his echo cancellation back on now.
Oh, you turned it back on.
My echo.
No, it stopped.
Yeah, every time I speak, I turn my echo cancellation on.
Are you turning stereo on too? When you turn the echo cancellation off, there's a stereo thing. You should turn that on.
Echo off.
But I don't know if on. No, turn the stereo on. But I don't know if it's going to affect it. Now I'm getting the echo. There is. Is that the Gigacaster 5 or 5?
It's the 5. Yeah, it's the 5. Yeah.
It's the 5.
I know there's a mix minus thing on there. I don't know where it's at though. I got the manual. I'm looking at it now. There's you have to go in there and play with it.
Yeah, let me.
And you probably have it on, Steve, if you got, even though you're on the Mac, it still should work the same way.
Well, other than the fact that, like I said, I'm running it weird because I'm running the Gigcaster as my input interface, and my 2i2 is my output.
Oh, okay.
So it's not going in and out of the boss.
Because do you know hack order? Did you hear? Hack order.
Yes, I know. I expect to be getting phone calls starting tomorrow. Right. Well, I think his brother's going to get one as well, so I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Yeah.
His brother, I think, uses his Mac. What's your name? How do you say your name?
Dcyde.
Dcyde. What kind of mic are you using?
$20 condenser.
And it's connected to the Gigacaster?
Gigacaster.
It is connected to it, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to find that mix minus.
Yeah, I'm just going to look that up, actually.
I got the manual, and it's not coming up. I hope it's got to be on there if you have it. I mean, I'm trying to find it. I did control and find. I can't find mix minus. But I saw in some of the videos. But when they're showing the videos, there's very few in the 5. They got them together. So because the Gigacaster 5 it's got you can put the sound effects in there, but you need to install some software. Whereas the 8 has the pads on there, the funny, the sound input things.
Yep.
You should be able to turn something off where.
All right, let's have a look at the Gigcaster 5 manual. Here we go.
I got it. You want it? Do you want it, Steve? I can send it to you.
Oh, I can pull it up on my phone right here. So
I'll admit I didn't even open it.
Did you just get that?
He got it today. Yeah.
Now, what were you doing the other day? How were you? What was your? Because I do the same thing. I do it with software. I don't have any problem. But go ahead.
Since I run the software on my Mac,
you're on Mac now.
I have a Mac right now. I'm on the PC, but they invited me on, and in a pinch, I just went and grabbed my work laptop, turned it on, and turned on the Neural DSP within my Mac, and then I ran it through an interface into that. So I'm running 2 interfaces, 2 different computers.
Now, is that a hardware unit or the software?
It's software.
Well, what DAW do you use? A DAW?
Yeah, I just use GarageBand though.
All right, there's a program called Lander, right? If you install Lander, I have it. I can pull it up on here because I can show you. I have everything up right now.
I use Lander for like distributing my tracks and everything.
You hear that? You hear that, right?
Yep.
Oh, and so what Lander does, it uses virtual audio cables. That's what it does. But Lander. It's a collaboration thing, but we're just using it as a plugin. It's free to do that. So, like if you're in whatever DAW you're using, you put on the master track. I guess in GarageBand it'll be the stereo track. Put it on there. Then any effect you put on there, because that's why I tried to get a hold of you before you bought anything else. Because that neural DSP, that's like the top. That's one of the top amp sims out there, I believe. You know, that would sound really
It
good.
is, but it makes a little bit too much noise for my taste.
And the only thing is, I could not get it to work on hacks. I could not get it installed. But I'll show you. Let me bring mine up real quick. I'll just show you what it is real quick. Let me share my screen. Present, share screen. Let's share the entire screen. Entire screen. Share. All right. Oh, you have to let it share.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you'll see. Just add that thing in there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and
whoa, that's cool.
All right, now you'll see. All right. So I'm using Reaper, right? And I'm using Helix Native. I had the Helix Explorer, and I bought the software. It was no different. I didn't see any difference, so I got rid of the hardware. But this is Lander. It's free to download. You know, you got to set up an account, and you'll sign in here, right? And then you put it on. You put it on your master track. You install it like a plugin. It's right here. Let me see. Now if I turn this off, you know, you just select it. You know, it probably cut me out there, but you would select like a plugin, and then once it comes in, you know, you'll loads up. You'll sign in, but you got to install it first. Now, some computers, whatever reason, I cannot. He gets an error. It won't even give him this option to sign in here, where I'm already signed in. Okay. But once you do that, you and I'll show you what.
So it basically gives you routing options in the software.
Right. And here, after I do that, I'll be click on. I think you can see my settings in here on audio. So instead of I'm using a what am I using? A Revelator, but you know when I have Lander on here, I select cable output, which is virtual audio cables, and then I take everything out, all the checks out, and just click on stereo. And you know my mic, I'm using my mic. I have a track in Reaper with my mic too. That's why.
Yep.
And I got actually go back in here. I got a bunch of soundtracks in here, like you know You'll hear this. This should sound pretty good. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't. It sounds clean, you know, and so I guess my point is saying you didn't have to get the. You didn't have to get the Gigacaster. If this would have worked, if it would have worked with Hack, he wouldn't have ordered it. But
well, it still gives him some stuff that he wouldn't have had otherwise, because he still now has a Bluetooth input and that sort of stuff.
So I have a universal audio pult that I use only for that plugin, but it only has I can only plug the guitar into it. So
yeah. So is that what your Is that what your audio interface was, or the universal volt? Is that what you're using?
Just on my Mac.
Before the other day.
No, I was using a Focusrite.
Well, Focusrite don't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah. But doing it this way with that Lander plugin, it acts as it's doing the mix minus. No one's getting an echo. You're not hearing echo yourself. But when you don't, like some of these interfaces, they'll have loopback. Which will work. You can get your guitar effects, but it will not get the, you know, let's say if you were talking, and if I was using loopback on my interface, and if you were talking, you would get an echo like we're getting. But when you use that Lander, it takes all it out. All you're getting is just a guitar. But I'm pretty sure there's a setting in there. You gotta look for it. It should help from getting that, you know.
Oh, okay. So on your Gigcaster, hit the USB button at the top of your USB track. And on the left-hand side, you've got the USB thing, EQ, effects, and then General. Tap General. And there's your mix minus button.
Oh, it's on.
Okay, try it
Turn
off.
it off. All right, talk. See if we can hear you.
Yeah. And put your
Okay,
echo cancellation off.
Okay. How about now?
I'm not hearing echo. Yes,
Oh, yes, you are.
Yes, you are. I think you have to tell it what channel you want it off on, something like that.
Well, that's just on that. Oh,
You should be able to tell direct it to what channel you want off. Testy 1 2. I'm echo
So-
go away.
so-
Go away.
So is it? I'm going to explore on mine now. So
well,
Oh,
mine
yeah,
is
you're
mine is on
so-
the USB one, on the USB channel.
yeah, there's no mix.
what is your setting?
So I've got it on, but then again, like I say, I'm not using the.
You're going through your interface.
Yeah. But I'm just going to look at these other things to see if mix minus is lurking in any of these other ones as well. I think it is only on the USB channel. So if you've turned it off on the USB channel, you've turned it off.
Oh, you got to make sure you turn echo cancellation back off in here too. Well,
Yeah.
it should still kill it though.
I did that. I turned off the echo cancellation and then I turned off the mix minus.
All right.
That's when you said
It's gone. I'm not
It's
getting
gone.
it. What'd you do? It's gone.
Yeah, well, there's no echo.
I didn't do anything.
You did
Hooray.
something. Or
Well
it's
done.
in effect now. But hit guitar.
Yeah.
Hitting some guitar sounds. And make sure stereo is on that in StreamYard. Echo cancellation is off and stereo is on.
Heck yeah, no echo.
Oh yeah.
the echo's back.
Echo's back.
Yep. That's why I tested mine.
All right, you can do it. You can just turn echo cancellation off. Don't turn stereo on. See what happens. All right. No, I'm still getting echo. If there was a short period, we were not getting it.
But was your echo cancellation on?
How do you have it on yours in StreamYard? StreamYard. Cancellation on yours? Steve.
Mine is echo cancellation off
Yeah.
and stereo on. Yeah.
I checked mine also on StreamYard.
Yep.
Well, you did something. You had it for a minute or 30 seconds.
Yeah.
There's
It sounded great.
I'm not getting it now.
So what's your setting right this second?
Echo cancellation on, just so I can speak.
Right.
Now
Oh,
I'll
that's
turn
why-
it
that's
off.
why.
I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to turn on stereo audio. That's what I'm going to do right now.
Yeah. Let me see it. It's up. I don't. You can. I don't think you're going to be able to get the guitar sound if you have echo cancellation when it's gonna.
It's always going to give that.
It's
Yeah.
going to squash.
Yeah.
It's going to squash unless it's voice.
But I turned it off with the guitar.
All right, but no. What's it on now?
Okay, each time I speak, echo cancellation is on.
Okay.
Okay. Wishful thinking.
Well, you know what? I mean, you may just have to set it up in the slightly cheating way that I've done it, which is use your
Interface.
Focusrite, which you've got on your output side of things, and use the boss on the input side of things. And then mix minus and everything is irrelevant. You've physically taken it out of the equation.
You
Okay,
got to tell
so
how
I'll
that.
run I'll run it through my Volt on the MacBook tomorrow or whenever. Again.
And I said, get that. See if you can install that Lander.
Lander,
It's Lander Sessions plugin.
LANDR.
Lander Sessions plugin. Yeah, LANDR.
Yeah.
Lander Sessions plugin. It might be a little kind of hard to find, but if you want me to be around when you do it, I can help. Where are you at? Diced or Dcyde?
Rob.
Dcyde.
Rob. Call him Rob.
Rob, where are you at?
California.
Okay.
It's a bit of a commute.
Yeah.
What brand is that guitar, Mitch?
It's just like a $200 cheapie. Budget.
Yeah, what is it? Like a
Leo James. Leo
Oh, okay.
James
Yeah.
Monsoon. I have 2 of them.
Right.
But,
They're crazy
I'm getting
value.
rid of most of my cheap ones, but these play good, you know.
Yeah.
And I got my Strat, my American Strat. It's getting refretted, not level and crown.
Yeah.
It's been there 2 weeks already. But see,
I love my.
this just worked. This works for me. I think it sounds a little bit better than. I think it sounds better than. No offense or anything, but I think it sounds better than the Gigacaster actually. Depending on what patch I'm using.
Yeah.
But you can get some. I was watching good videos last night. You can get some good sounds out of the Gigacaster.
Mm-hmm.
And but.
Because I mean, I'm not using that because when I got the Gigcaster, I already had my Ampero set up, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to plug in, and just use the Ampero stuff.
He's not going to like hearing this. I'll tell you that right now. If he's got to go through, he thought this would eliminate the echo problem, like he has now. He's just got some interface, and he can do what you're doing, but he has the same problem with the echo. When
So, Steve, you're Ampero into Gigcaster into Focusrite.
MacBook.
Into MacBook.
Into MacBook, and then out of the MacBook into the Focusrite.
So you got them both plugged into your computer.
Oh yes, yeah.
So you got okay.
So I'm running one input interface, one output interface. Purely because, like I say, sheer laziness. I still use the 2i2 for my recording, so it's constantly hooked up to all my monitors and everything, which are tucked behind the back of my desk. I do not want to have to unplug them.
So are your headphones in the Focusrite?
Yes.
Okay. So and you got that's a 2i2 you have.
Yep.
That's what Hack has. He's got the newer one. He can do now the newer one's got a loop back. He can do that, but he's just got to switch back and forth like you're doing.
Yeah, no, we'll figure it out because I mean, literally all I do is for recording. I pull the 2 cables out of the back of my Ampero that are going to the Boss,
right,
and plug 2 cables into the input of the Focusrite, and that's my recording rig, and then everything for streaming is through the Boss.
But Hack wants to be able to see if he
to
likes
do both.
any of the effects in the Gigacaster.
Mm-hmm.
But he wants to sell the Focusrite. I said, no, you better not sell a Focusrite.
No,
really not yet.
considering how inexpensive those are, just keep it.
Well,
well,
a little more expensive there than here. In Canada.
Well, I'm in Canada. I still think it's
I know.
cheap.
I paid.
I'd rather have spent a couple of $100 and keep it rather than sell it for $100.
That's what I'm telling you. Just keep. Don't get her. Where's Q sleeping?
Who the hell knows?
I was getting ready. I was getting ready to hop in bed, and I saw you live. Yeah. And I saw you, and I'm thinking you still had the stuff you had the other day, because if you use GarageBand, you install. I got Lander. I got 3 PCs, modern PCs, and I have a Mac Mini M1, and I have Lander on there, and it worked fine.
Yeah.
I'll definitely give Lander a try. I'm gonna try a bunch of different things.
But I mean, if you want me to be around, what time do you want to mess with it? Like tomorrow or something, or I guess you're a young guy, so you're still working. I imagine.
Yeah.
I'm old. I'm an old fuck. I don't work. I don't sleep. I'm retired.
Are you East Coast?
More importantly, you don't care.
Yeah, I'm at the East Coast. Yeah. I'm in where am I at? Pennsylvania. I'm around like 15 miles east of Gettysburg. 50 miles north of Baltimore. Don't tell anybody. Baltimore. Maryland.
It'll be 6 p.m. your time by the time.
Well, you got Gavin Newton. You got a pretty cool governor.
Don't remind me of that.
So what time do you normally get back from work then, Rob?
About 3:00.
All right, so
3:00 your time.
Standard.
Yeah.
So it's 6:00 my time. And whenever you, I mean, whenever you
I mean, do you want
I
an
can
hour to like get your head straight from getting back from work, or what do you want?
are you on Facebook or anything? Yeah, we can all do it together.
I gave myself an hour. I gave
What?
myself an hour. It takes me an hour to get home, so I get my head right during that time.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you feel like.
Yeah, I can add you on Facebook.
Yeah.
Wrong phone.
Yeah, and then just send us a message in Messenger going, okay, I'm home, I'm ready to do this. And we can take a quick hour to
Let me
see if
add
we
the
can
book.
figure this craziness out for you.
Mitchell Heyman. Hey, man. Is that what my Facebook name is? I don't know. It's Mitch in here, but
Yeah.
Okay. It's Mitchell.
yeah, Haman. Hey, man. And,
Yeah, StreamYard really complexes things, you know. It adds more complexity.
Are you cycle counter at Sweetheart Solo Cup?
I was for
Container?
46 years. Well, I was there 46 years. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, one mutual
That's
friend.
it.
We got you in common.
Yeah. That's me. And if you send it, I'll get it. I'm in there now.
Yeah.
And we had plants out there in California too. We still have Lodi, California. I think they're getting ready to close.
That's
I
relatively
think they're
close to
getting,
me.
You got
I
me
think
on
they're
there?
getting ready to close that up. It was Dark Container Corporation, Solo Cup.
No, there's a million Steve brands.
I know.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah,
We're a bunch of idiots. Most of them are bloody country singers too, which is really annoying. Like you look up the Steve Brands on YouTube.
Fall off that tree. The country.
What?
Okay. What is your picture?
Say no to yes. Say, oh shit.
Oh, say pizza.
Yeah.
pizza,
Say pizza to drugs.
You're the first one actually.
There you go. See,
you-
there might be lots of us, but I'm the most important.
All
Did you
credit
send me
to
one, Rob? Did
I
you
did.
send me one? I don't know
sent
if I have it turned off. I
Oh,
don't know if I have.
And it's a
turned
German
off.
Shepherd named. There's a German Shepherd. I'm not going to say the name, but there's a German Shepherd in the picture.
The one that I found is a sheriff. Oh, wait, that's not the right guy.
So yeah,
No,
just
I should-
send me a message or something, Rob, and we'll get connected.
And later, it can be a little hard to find. You normally have to log in first.
Yeah, I mean, but
log
setting
in.
up an account with Land is real easy, and they don't charge you for anything, and until you're doing something that they charge
Well,
for.
this lander see if I click on it, I mean, it can open up in a thing like this. I don't use it like that. Use it as a plugin.
Yeah.
Where I showed you how, and it doesn't. They don't charge you anything.
Well, I use
But-
Lander for mastering and distribution
Yeah,
and stuff.
and if
so.
they give you like 15 minutes of free, and then anything like you can collaborate with Lander. I don't use
Yep.
it that way. And anything more than 15 minutes, they want to charge you a
Yeah, I
monthly
know.
thing or something like that.
Yeah.
But we're not using it that way. We're using it as a plug-in in your call,
Yeah.
and that'll work too. I can't play as good as you guys. I just started playing 57 years ago, so I'm still trying to learn.
Oh man, I was just telling. I'm no good. I actually just recovered from a pretty nasty finger injury.
Oh no.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was screwing something down, and my finger got caught underneath the washer.
Oh no.
My.
It was a bolt with a washer, and it took the whole
Yeah.
face of my finger off.
Shit.
It took me.
I
I saw a wound specialist, and it took me 2 months to heal.
Ouch.
And then I'm getting
Ouch.
my nerves back.
It's
Actually,
starting- yeah.
You can see my Mac Mini right there, where the silver thing. Where my
Yeah. There it is.
But I'm on a.
Yeah.
This is my oldest PC. It's about 5
That
years.
Mac Mini M1 is solid.
Yeah.
I gave mine
Well,
to
now
Dcyde.
the only thing I got, it's got the 256 drive in it. I do have 16, but now you can get. They're a little cheaper now. You get an M4 with 16 or 24 gigs and at least a 512 for probably what I paid for that.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
basically, your Mac Mini is the same spec as my MacBook Air. You know, 256 and same RAM and everything.
Yeah, it's
and,
just I got it for Logic Pro and Final Cut, but I still always go back to Reaper. I like Final Cut Pro, but I still go back to DaVinci Resolve. I don't know, and it just uses so many files. It's like duplicates stuff. So as soon as I'm doing a video project, I gotta, I don't need it anymore, so I gotta make sure I delete it afterwards. But I only every 2 or 3 months I turn it on now. Yeah. I mean, I don't dislike it or anything, but I played around with GarageBand. And I got the 90-day trial of they have a 90-day trial of Logic Pro and Final Cut Pro, and when they come out with a new version, you download and it starts all over again. They update it, and it's not really missing anything.
and you get another 90 days?
You get another 90 days, yeah. Yeah, so they come out often with updates.
Hey,
But,
Kush.
But Logic Pro, you say you use GarageBand?
For
Rob
what I
does.
need.
Right.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Logic is just it's almost like Rod, just
Yeah,
got
it's
more
a
stuff in it.
little more advanced. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot more advanced.
Yeah, I mean, Logic Pro is basically GarageBand on steroids, right? I mean,
It's like GarageBand on steroids. Yeah.
Yeah.
I only use like 5 or 10% of them because I don't. Yeah, I try to do the make my own drum tracks with the MIDI stuff, make your own MIDI and stuff like that. But I can't remember. So I just play.
yeah.
Whatever you're playing.
No,
I'll play
I've
scales.
dabbled with it because, of course, they have the AI drummer, which works really well.
Yeah, I'll use that. I'll use that, but I can't making my own drum tracks from scratch.
Yeah. You know what?
Too good at it.
I've got 2 books of drum patterns, and literally, I can piano roll them in and go, yeah, that's the right one. There we go. That'll do. Let's
Then
create a fill.
They have the loop library or whatever it's called. You downhole a lot of bunch of stuff.
right.
These are literally
But it-
books with like piano roll diagrams,
Right, right.
kind of thing. And it's a good place to start if you're trying to do your own thing. The other thing I've done is you can actually edit the AI drummer, but then it turns it into piano roll. So whatever you go in and tweak, just that bar or whatever becomes like a little MIDI piano roll thing.
Yeah, I
So,
was never good at it. Now, you do have a PC. Have you ever played around with Reaper or anything by chance or anything?
I downloaded it. It might actually. No, that was on my other previous install.
It's
I built my PC for playing video games. So,
you built one.
yeah.
You built your own PC. That's what I did. I built my own PC. So I got a.
Well, I used to build them in the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah, I don't do it all the time, but I did. I wanted to do an AM5, a new AMD AM5, and the first board, I couldn't get it to boot up. And I'm going to, they have Micro Center out there now in California, and that's the best place to get PC parts. You probably heard it, Micro Center, and but it's like 50 miles from here, 45 miles, and so I had to take it back there. And so I replaced it. And the other board worked, but it would crash all the time. It was I didn't get the same one. It would crash all the time, no matter what I did. And so I got pissed off.
they're making fun of us in the chat, right?
No.
Oh, sure.
How dare they, right? What could they possibly
I'm
make
in the
fun?
wrong thing.
Well,
Anyway, I know people don't like talking about that.
No. Well, one of the comments is they sound like adult peanuts. So what I think that means is like the teacher in Peanuts.
Anyway, I finally got it.
I don't care.
5 working good, and it's working. Well, my wife said, "Why don't you just buy one from?" So I bought a new one, an Intel. I don't have any Intel, so I bought an Intel with the i7 Gen 4, the one they had all the problems with. But I'm not having any problems with the updated BIOS. But I still wanted to do an AM5, and I did, and I finally got one. I'm not having any issues at all. But I still use my 5 or 6 year old one. It's my daily driver more than anything because it still works good. I got everything on it. Anywho, So you sent me a friend request, and why am I not getting it?
It was the Cubs,
wait.
right?
Yeah,
It's a
that was
German
me.
Shepherd.
I don't have a German Shepherd.
Yeah, but my picture's a German Shepherd.
Oh, here it is. I got it. Yep,
Yeah, I couldn't find you either, Rob. I couldn't find you.
I got it.
Oh.
It's a different name than on here. A way different name.
Yeah, don't dox yourself.
I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not going to say it.
That's the dog's name.
You can put it. You can put it in a private chat though. Nobody can see it in the private chat.
Yeah. You want to see it, Ted?
Yeah, because I can't find them.
Hold on.
We got to do it in the private chat. Yeah,
Let me see.
a lot of weirdos out there. Oh shit! I would have never found that. No wonder I can't find it.
You got it. Okay. Yeah, I would have never.
Oh my god.
That's the dog's name.
Yeah.
I like. You'll see quite a few pictures of my dogs too, but they're all gone now. They're gone now.
Good luck finding that name, guys. You're never gonna be able to dox Dcyde.
I go to Guitar Center. I didn't get to do it today because I was pressed for time, but I play this thing where I'll sit down next to somebody and then I just start trying to copy them and it pisses them off.
So just mimic whatever they're playing.
Yeah.
I won't. I'll play real low because you always get somebody that's going to play good in there. I'll play real low unless everybody's really as bad as me in there. But sometimes get somebody really good, and I said, I don't want to hear me.
I walked away with my tail between my legs a few times.
No, you play good. You play very well. I can't do half the stuff you do.
Yeah, no, you're a good player, Rob. Absolutely.
Yeah. Are you self-taught?
Yeah.
Damn, I spent
$60,000. I tried to dabble in the classical a little bit, like when I was.
No. I can't. No, I took maybe maybe out of 50 years on and off of playing, and I stopped playing maybe a couple different times, 5 and 10 years. But I probably had maybe 6 months of lessons from probably 10 different teachers there.
Tapped in with those New Jersey folks, but there's a guy named Dan Anderson out here, and he streams daily. He's from Vegas. I met a bunch of people in his chat, and then there's this guy Vince Janella.
He was on tonight. It was his birthday.
Yeah. He was supposed to give me.
He's always on the Laurie's Mishmash and everything.
Laurie Mishmash.
Yeah,
exactly. Oh, so you know Take Two? Take Two drum covers?
Take Two drum covers. He's always in Dan's chat. I know that much.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
he talks like this or something like that. He's got yeah. I know Dan. He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Take Two, Laurie's Mishmash, Vince Janella, and this other lady, Lainey. They did a collaboration. I think she was on there, but they did a collaboration. They did like a Toto song, but drum covers did the drums for them. It was pretty cool.
She does a lot of collaborations. There's another drummer I'm familiar with, Myers.
And Take Two's on every single one of my streams, even though I have very, very low following. He's always there giving me audio, saying, "Hey, dude, you're too quiet, or it sounds like shit."
Yeah, here's what I get. You can hear me, all right? I mean, I'm all loud enough, right?
Yeah.
See, I can't stand it's not there. I'm not. I don't have the best voice, but I hate when it doesn't matter who it is, either Ryan show, whatever. Like Ryan always sounds good. Then I had trouble hearing. Always had trouble hearing John or Jimmy.
I was going to say, I knew you were going to say Jimmy. He sits too far away from his mic.
So that's why I know. There's an etiquette to it, and especially I'm using a dynamic mic. You got to be on top.
Yeah, I got a 58 here, so yeah.
But I'm going through. I have it in a track in Reaper.
Yep.
So I get a little bit more bite from that.
I got a 50 fake here.
There you go.
What is that?
50 fake. A 50 fake.
Oh, 50
fake.
Is it the Behringer one?
That's a pile. It's the brand.
Oh yeah, no, they're still good though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the
Really,
pink
really,
tip.
it's a 58 with a switch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the pink tip of that microphone. I'm like, oh, here we go with the X-rated stuff.
Well, he is in California, so that's it.
Yeah.
I'm
no,
not in
no,
California. I'm not in California. Hang on.
That's-
Let me fix that for you, Ted. Is that better? You want yellow?
I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry about that.
You
saw
want-
the pink tip coming
you want
forward.
you,
Yeah,
do you
I'm
want
like, here we go.
do you want pus instead? There you go. There's yellow. How's that?
The screen, I started my mind went right to the gutter.
That's weird. That never happens always.
Yeah.
How does this microphone sound? Am I too quiet or?
No,
Sounds
you're
pretty good.
Condenser mic. You're gonna.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
doesn't. It's
$20 Qingyu or something from Amazon.
your PAL will probably sound better though, but you'll have to be on top of it like this.
Yeah.
You know, I assume it's a dynamic mic, the PAL. Yeah.
Right.
But
I got a 57 SM57 somewhere.
yeah, but
The,
the way
the 58 sound more manly because they got that little mid-range hump in them. Yes. You can
I
you
bought
can be
that.
you can be a late night DJ and play one for all the truckers out there.
yeah. Yeah. Well, if you want to play some backing tracks or something, maybe
You want me to fire something up? Let's have a look.
something.
No,
I only know one scale. It's called
That's all you need. That's all you need. Is it
I
the
don't know what it's
Is it
called.
the Pentecostal scale?
Locrian.
Oh,
no,
cool.
I'm only kidding. No, no.
Quentin's favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
He was so mad. All right, we'll stick with E minor.
Okay, it's good. And I'll mute myself. My mic.
It's weird with all the extra echo.
Rob, you should mute while we're playing. Mute all together. I'm getting echo. It's messing with me.
Yeah, it makes it weird.
Yeah, I can't play that. See, if Rob mutes, we should get mute altogether. In here, StreamYard. When we play,
Try that. Okay, go for it.
yeah, it's better.
There you go. Hey, Angelic. Well, I guess that was the end. Welcome to the end, Mitch.
The end.
Otherwise known as tahined.
Well, what we're doing now is working out pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Well, and it's just because I'm riding. Sorry, Rob. There you go. I'll unmute you there. There you go. There you go. Now we have echo.
man, no, Hack's not going to like that. I know he's. It's the whole point of getting this, you know.
Yeah. It'll work.
It'll work. We're not hearing you. You're. I think you're muted.
Did I unmute him? I did unmute him. There we
There
go.
you go. There you go.
I'm ditching the
You cut now. I can't hear you.
No.
There you are. That's better.
Okay. I'm ditching the PC. Going back to my.
All right.
Right.
Here's another bad thing. Windows will, depending what you're using in here, in StreamYards, Windows will auto adjust it no matter what you do it.
Yeah.
It'll do it, especially on a condenser mic, but even when it's on a dynamic mic. But if I go through Reaper, put in track, it doesn't mess with it. It doesn't change it in there. It doesn't change the Windows setting. In here, it'll just drop it down.
It's so weird. 'Cause I mean, everybody has to like double check that before you start a session.
Constant. There's nothing.
Yeah.
I researched everything. It's part of StreamYards. It's going to auto adjust. But if you use, let's say, if you use a mic in a DAW, I don't have that problem. That's why I started doing it.
Yeah.
But
There you go.
I bet you if you went to your Windows settings right now, it's probably less than halfway. It'll probably kick it back down.
Yeah. Yeah. If you dare to touch anything, it seems to automatically adjust that Windows.
It's
thing.
going to.
It's so strange.
It's depending what kind of mic you use. Because I got a nice Elgato. I don't use it anymore. It's a condenser mic, USB condenser mic. But it's just all constant. It's just auto. Doesn't
Man,
matter.
I got a British made Aston. I've got some AT condensers. I got some CADs as well, and it worked out better with the 58. To be honest, just for doing this. Yeah.
I'm using an ATR Audio Technica ATR 2020. I think it is. This it's like it was. I've been in the used to do tech shows like 15 years ago, and it's probably that old, between 10 and 15 years ago. And it was like the cheapest mic that sounds really good for podcasting. And I got this in the Samsung US something. I had that one. It was like $70 or $80 at the time. I think they still sell them, but it's a good mic. And I can use it as a USB or XLR, which I'm doing now. And it's got a jack out, 1/8-inch jack or 3.5 jack if I want to use as a headset too, which I'm not. I'm using what am I using? I'm using a Presonus Revelator IO24. It's a piece of shit. When it works, it works.
That's your review. It's a piece of shit. Yes.
It works. It works good when it works.
Yeah.
Like recent updates, it's working better with Windows 11 since I installed it. But putting the recent updates, I got to go in there and play with. I got to go into in my services and turn it off in Windows, turn it back on, unplug and plug, and it'll work. But lately, it's been working. It's been working fine.
Hey, Ruffy.
Yeah, just like everything's on, but you don't hear nothing. And I have to, even if I unplug it, unless I go in there and turn the services off, then turn it back on and unplug, then it'll work. Right. But I'll play with different ports. Lately, it's been good. It's been working fine when I get it up. But it's got some good software. I mean, it's got the mix minus, which works good. I can't use the mix minus. I say mix minus. It's got the loop back, but I would get the echo if I use that, which I'm not. Yeah. But it does have, which I never use. It's got some really good effects for the mic, but I don't need it. I can find something in Reaper and do that. Yeah. Cool. Well, I think I've had enough of this day. Me too. Because are you Eastern? I am. Right. Oh, you're Western, so you're 3 hours earlier. It's 2:31 here a.m.
Yeah. And I'm 11:30 and thinking, yeah, I'm
Over an
done.
hour and a half already.
I'm done.
Yeah, I was going to bed until I saw you live.
That's an hour and 40 minutes on this one. And how long were we on Rob's before that? So it's at least 2 hours. At
Smelled
least.
the call for help with the audio thing.
Yeah.
Not hearing you, Rob.
Nope.
Yeah, that echo's always been a big ass problem with StreamYard.
Yeah, I'll do it even when AV Mux or Mute, it's a pain. And the only thing, like, now, if you're doing single, like if you do a streaming from single,
Right.
everything will work. You can get everything to work good in OBS. If you do, you don't have any guests in there, it will work fine. You probably well, I still need to land on that, but I think on the Mac now, with the most recent update of OBS, what was a while ago, because I was able to get my effects from GarageBand. I mean Logic into OBS without using landers.
Okay.
So we didn't have to use any other software. But I don't quote me on it. But it was some of the most recent more recent updates of OBS.
Right.
But that's only good for if you're doing it by yourself. I mean, I'm going through OBS right now just for my camera.
Right.
Because of I got a Elgato face cam. And I don't like its software, and I have to use some software to make the adjustments. With OBS, I can use. It's got filters in there. I can make it look better and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just using it not for audio, just for my video.
Right.
But I can
Is
put
there any other equipment he could buy? Is there any other filters or anything that would help him?
Oh God, there's always more stuff you can spend money on.
I know, but is there any miracle device that's going to fix this echo issue?
I think plugging the Mac in will make a huge difference. I think.
I mean, and the cheap way is what I'm doing. If you try Lander with your GarageBand, you got to put it on a stereo channel.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to see if it'll let you log in. You'll install it. And just pay attention when you install it. It's going to ask you. I don't know if you're going to do it on Windows or the Mac. But it worked. It worked on both for me. But it'll at least on Windows, it'll ask you permission to make these changes. You got to make sure. You say, allow it to.
Right.
See, when I tried to install it on Hacks the other day, it never even came up. And never even came up. No, it uses the virtual audio cables, which is just, it's been around for a while. It just puts more, virtual audio thing, outs or whatever on your computer. But I've been using it. I have it on everything. And I haven't. Some people have problems with it. I've never had a problem with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was an echo killer type thing out there or something,
Well, the Lander will work. Lander will definitely work. And there's other ways, like if you're using Reaper, it's got a couple built-in things. But then again, it's only good for OBS. To get your not in here. Well, actually, there is an what's that app? You can use it's a pain though. It works off of a web browser, and I forgot what it's called. It lets you get other people in OBS, and I could control your whole sound from here. It'll let me do that and everything, but it's clunky and it's not. People are not going to want to do. You got to sign in or do. People are not going to want. StreamYard is so easy. One click and you're there.
Right.
So they're not going to want to do that. But as far as going by yourself. OBS is better than this because this is you're paying for it, but you got to get the high end. You got to get the high end version of StreamYard to get 1080. It doesn't even give you in the first pay thing. It doesn't even give you 1080.
Yeah.
Whereas you can use whatever you want in OBS. Anywho.
All right, we're anesthetizing our audience apparently.
They're having a good time down there.
They're having snooze. I think they're having the snooze fest.
Yeah, the echo's killing everybody, man. Everybody's just rooting for us to get rid of this echo.
Yeah.
What
yeah,
echo?
no, we'll get it figured out.
Hello. I don't hear echo.
Yeah, echo.
Sorry about that.
What? So yeah, tomorrow just message us, let us know when you're back from work and ready to go, and we'll set something up.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, Rob.
All right,
Awesome.
guys. Good night, guys.
Thanks for
See
coming
you,
in,
Ted.
Mitch.
See you,
And
Rob.
yeah,
See you,
thanks.
Steve.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I guess I'll fire up a live after this.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
Yeah, I'll do a little chat live. They're all rambunctious down there.
Yeah, they're all feisty.
Yeah, they're very feisty tonight. I'm quite surprised.
Getting punchy.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're all down there raising hell.
You're gonna
I know
give them a little upside the
girl.
head.
Yeah, the new girl. That new girl E's a big troublemaker down there. Look at her.
He's a good, from what I remember from that song.
Ruffy's down there. Angelic's down there. Beanie's down there.
Rob knows what's going on. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right.
Have a good night.
Go.